besides like Mighty Morphin or something?
I really liked the Dino Charge. Yeah, that's the one with Coda, right?
Yeah.
I really like him. I was like, I want to be a caveman, fight and be a good person.
Yoshi's a good guy.
Yeah.
And what about you? Because I heard that Jackie said she liked RPM. I guess.
RPM was really. That was actually.
That was
that's
my
really
favorite
good too.
as well. RPM, and I
Yeah.
watched Dino Charge and Ninja Steel.
I think RPM was like the most I think the acting was really grounded and really real.
I love the look of it, how it was filmed. It was a little darker, the sets.
Like post-apocalyptic.
Yes.
That red tint. I dug it too. It was like Mad Max almost.
Yeah.
There's a Green Ranger show.
Really? That's insane.
It is insane.
For
Insane.
real?
If there was a Green Ranger showing up, what would you want that Green Ranger's animal to be?
Oh, what would I want? What should if there was? If there was, let's think of the green animals out there. There's a frog.
There's a
What
frog.
There's a
to
frog,
choose?
right?
There's chameleons.
Yeah, there's chameleons.
Help me out
Yes.
here.
How
How to choose?
Please. He's my dad.
Alright, Devin, this is what you gotta do. You gotta follow the Illuminerdi on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and check out theilluminerdi.com for all Power Ranger news.
Hi, I'm Christina Ho. I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka Avy Baby, aka Nate Silva, aka the Gold Ranger on Beast Morphers.
And follow Cosmic
Protect.
Hi, I'm Christina Ho. I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka Avy Baby, aka Nate Silva, aka the Gold Ranger on Beast Morphers.
And you should follow Cosmic Protector.
On Patreon!
Hi, I'm Christina Ho, and I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka Avy Baby, aka the Gold Ranger. Oh, I already messed up my intro.
Hi, I'm Christina Ho, and I play Betty on Beast Morphers.
Hi, I'm Abraham Rodriguez, aka Avy Baby, aka Nate Silva, aka the Gold Ranger on Beast Morphers.
And you should follow Cosmic Protectors on Patreon.
There you go. Welcome to the mini Ranger wrap-up. Like we said on Saturday, we are going to be doing two mini episodes. Maybe we'll do, I don't know if I can do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but maybe we'll do that. I don't know, but it depends, because Thursdays and Fridays episode might be a little spoilery for the Dino crossover we're doing on Saturday. And with me today is not Joe. Today we got Toku Kid, who is back from the grave. Toku, how are you doing, man? How's it going?
Hey, what's up? Going good. How about you right now?
Going good, man. I just got off work, a few hours ago, and just chilling. I've been catching up on I finished Last Airbender. Now I'm watching Korra. Have you seen both of them?
I saw when I came out. I was a kid when I grew up with them.
How about Korra?
Yeah, I love Korra. I love Korra more than Avatar. Regular Airbender.
Really, I'm having a harder time getting into it. That might just be me. Like I enjoyed Last Airbender a lot. I don't know. Korra's just, I don't know. I'm having a hard time.
With Korra, you gotta be careful because every season they have the idea in their head that they're gonna get canceled by Nickelodeon.
Oh, so they go hard? They go hard every season?
They go hard every season, like its own complete story.
Well, I'm going to watch it after this. Let's see who is in the chat. We got Mikey Nerd Talk, Jamie Gaunt, Edward Sanchez, Thomas Franco, Matt Kawai Nyameke, Matt, Jared Hodges, Shadow Nova Productions, Daniel Diaz, Morphin Network, James Franco, Jared Hodges, I said that, and Flash. Also, on Saturday, we're going to be doing a special stream. I think Toku's also joining us. We're having some special guests throughout the Ranger community. we're not fully confirmed. We're still working out the time zones thing. So we got Heirloom. We asked Ranger Liz. We have Toku, Toku Chris, Toku Kid, and we have I think 2 members from the Morphin Network. So it's gonna be super fun, and there may I'm working it out right now. There may be a special guest from Beast Morphers joining us. It all depends on contracts and if we can, bypass some contracts. But it's going to be super fun. We're going to be talking about the Dino crossover. I know it's we got it super early because we were supposed to get it. I think end of September, but we got this middle of June, which I'm freaking excited about. First off, Toku, what do you think about like how they're doing this? Do you think it's bad for us to be talking about an episode that technically isn't out in the US yet?
Honestly, I don't really care because isn't usually we get it first and the other countries get it second?
Oh yeah.
And when the first airing.
Yeah.
So it's just reversing it.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair.
Yeah.
Like we've just like they get it first.
We've been screwed over. During this pandemic, we've been screwed over some stuff that we've been wanting to see. Like for me personally, I am super pissed that Fast and the Furious got pushed a whole fucking year. How do you do that? How do you fucking do that? Come on.
Just wait. If this continues, watch it get pushed another year.
Don't you fucking say that shit. Don't you say that shit. Oh god, I'm so pissed right now. But anyways, we're here to talk about Power Rangers and Beast Morphers to be correct. So this episode, spoilers. We're gonna do we even have to say it? I mean, we're talking about the episode. So spoilers.
I think the fact that it's before summer and we have a bunch of brand new episodes should let you know this is only going to be spoilers.
This is only going to be spoilers. This is actually... So, Toku, you just watched the last 2 episodes just today, right?
Yes.
You didn't see them when it came out last week or over the weekend?
No, I didn't have the time to do it.
What did you think of them?
I think this is great setup for the dinosaur crossover.
Yeah.
As it is, it's just perfect setup. Not directly saying there's gonna be a dino crossover in this exact episode. Just little teases like, here's a dino blaster. Here's a method of how we're gonna bring back the villains. Here's the characters' mindsets as we're going in. It's just little hints that the way it should be for crossover.
Yeah.
Since it's only 1 episode.
Yeah, it's only gonna be 1 episode, but I'm guessing even tomorrow's episode is gonna be a setup for this because it's all leading up to something. I mean, we saw the vault in the first in the Dr. K episode. We saw the vault, and then we saw what's the rhino?
Rhyhorn or Ryjack?
Ryjack's character be introduced, and that was in the 2nd episode, and he had like this little blaster or
the reanimator
thing. So that's like, oh, here's the piece that's going to reanimate whatever they're trying to reanimate, whatever they're trying to get out of the vault. I am guessing it's remnants of old monsters or something, or maybe they're going to bring back Sledge and his whole team, or they are going to bring back Sledge and his whole team. And
are they still alive?
Are they still alive? No.
Yeah, they're still alive. They were Ninja Steel. They fixed their ship, and then they just kind of screwed off with their magic rocks.
I need to go back and check, but maybe. But so there's something in there that they need, and now, we'll talk about it now. So we started off the episode with was it Jakku, and he was Chaku, and he was putting out some fires. He seemed stuck on Earth. What did you think about Space Galvin?
I think he's just fine as just an extra hero for the season. Like, I can imagine them bringing this character back. And he just seems like a regular character that belongs in the world.
Yeah. Who he kind of reminded me of? He kind of looks like could be related to, like, Blaze or something. I don't know why.
Oh, the way his human form looks like?
Yeah, the way his human form looks like, and, I think that the way that they introduced him in the last episode and how they kept him in this episode was pretty cool. I think that the storyline that they had for him was cool. I wasn't super impressed with the suit, but that's maybe because it's an older suit and the standards and for what they wanted was very, the bar is set low. What did you?
Well, like the original suit, it's like chromed up. It's not as matte as the suit was in the American footage.
What do you think
Like
that
he's full on shiny in the Japanese one.
Oh, really? What do you
all
think
the
that they
time.
did? Do you think this is just a repurposed suit?
Either repurposed or remade. Usually that's how it ends up. But
Yeah.
his helmet is a little chromey, which is kind of weird because he's a chrome dome.
Yeah, actually, like the helmet's pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of like VR Troopers and all that. I would definitely buy the helmet. But yeah, it's like a solid episode. It's like the character development that they had. They even bring back. They recall the story of Nate's family and like how. I don't think he was being sneaky. He was just being concerned and trying to figure out why he was wanting to stay there, even though he had a family. What like this whole thing? Like I think the way that they're building up to this Dino crossover is perfect, compared to how they handled the Dimensions in Danger, where it was kind of just like a
You're just dropped in the middle of a story that's already been going on. You had no lead up whatsoever.
yeah. And now that what do you call it? Now that Scrozzle has the device that they had, it kind of just puts the next move in Evox's team's hands, which is cool. And they even had the putties and was it the Vivix?
Yeah, Vivix.
The Vivix come back. It's still, they're bringing it full circle. They're not trying to just drop it all in front of your face and like just like
I'm kind
here,
of curious though,
what's up?
because we know obviously they're gonna like was it Goldar and Snide are gonna come back probably like as robot clones or whatever.
Hopefully,
Could we get other people coming back? Because they specify. Because I know the RPM stuff was just for Dr. K and all that.
Yeah.
And they showed Mystic Force stuff. You think there's gonna be any other little surprises get revived just for a quick second?
Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll get like, cause who did what you call it play in Mystic Force?
Who?
Was it Henderson or the guy that
Oh, he played the Troll Goblin. The
Yeah.
Troblin.
maybe that I don't know, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe like this is the Dino crossover, strictly for the Dino teams or whatever. But maybe we'll get another callback to the RPM team, or maybe we'll get another callback to more teams. Who knows? Like maybe we're gonna be surprised, because we were talking to Joe and Corey on Saturday about when we were interviewing the cast of. You were there with some of them. When we were interviewing the cast of Beast Morphers. They kept recalling.
Oh, Christina Abraham.
Yeah, Christian Abraham, even Liana and Jackie, they kept recalling RPM. They kept
A
recalling it.
lot.
Like to the point where, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you watched RPM, but they wouldn't watch RPM unless they were instructed to. And I highly doubt, strongly doubt that they asked them to watch the whole RPM series just for that Dr. K Skype call. 100%.
No.
It's
Because you would only, if you're ever like a old cast member come back, you maybe say watch these 2 or 3 specific episodes for the character.
Mhm.
But the fact that they made him watch, well, that's if they made him watch it all.
Yeah.
They could watch it all on their own.
They could have, but I feel like there's something more. At least maybe one more RPM episode coming, and which would be great.
Well, because don't we have a Colonel Mitchell is coming back too?
Colonel Mitchell is coming back too. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Migdalia says, Toku Kid, shouldn't you be trolling on Dead by Daylight?
I need 2 victims, you and Jezzer.
Oh, come on. I do want to play that again. Maybe after this. So, let's see. Let's go in the chat. It was a stream. My bad. What up, guys? Hey, Toku Kid. Hey, Jezzer from Metal Ryan Cluster. What's going on? Abraham says, Hey, does anyone have a link to the new episode? Actually, Javon Pope, someone did post that on our Facebook page, the Illuminerdi group page, and it's there until it gets taken down. So if you guys check it out there, you can watch it. They're gonna use the Ranger Vault to make the missing Rangers so they could explain how the actors are not there. Oh.
Yeah, I've heard that. Chalk on Twitter saying the Rangers who we don't have actors for could just be clones made up when they take the blaster.
Maybe. Maybe.
That way you don't have to justify not having their voice actors.
That
to
is
the
true,
fans.
but I mean, even the Super Sentai counterpart, they didn't justify why they didn't show up in
They did voice actor for though,
yeah, but they could have easily get voice actors for the characters
or
too.
old audio clips. I think they've done that before.
Yeah, it's easy. It's super easy. Kelson Henderson, yes. Let's see. Flash. Do you guys think the last time we saw Dr. K? No, yeah, definitely not the last time. Definitely not the last time. How would they bring back the tripods and Dino Thunder? We're just gonna have to see. Wednesday. It's
Oh, have we seen that?
the
Any
tri
of the Dino Thunder grunts?
the tripod. Not yet. We have not seen them.
But there's set footage of them, right? Or set photos? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I just remember the Vivix and the putties. That I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But
Oh, that Ray does explain one thing from the Japanese movie.
what's that?
Because someone also mentioned this. What if this is how they explain the Evil Red, Mighty Morphin, and Dino Thunder Red?
That they're clones?
Yeah, that the first ones that show up are clones. That's how they explain the bad guy versions that they use in the film.
So they're gonna be doing that whole like evil Tommy thing instead of uh, having any real consequences.
Oh god, yeah, that's right.
God dang.
Maybe that's why Austin has to show up in the vault, all secretive, saying I'm the real Red Ranger.
Yeah. Like, what if he's been in the vault the whole time? What if he's like the person that archives everything, and he just works there, and he's just whatever. Um, try. Why do they keep putting it?
Oh, Triptoids.
Triptoids. Triptoids.
Oh, it's the swirly ones, not the dinosaur ones that Tommy made.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're the video game ones from the
All right,
Sentai.
everybody, you don't
versus the
have to
American
get
made.
super technical on like how we pronounce things.
Actually, it's pronounced tripoids. If you don't say it correctly, us fans who've been following the series for 25 years are not gonna understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, we are. You guys know what we're talking about, so just roll with it. Just roll with it. Adapt. Just adapt. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different options that they could be doing. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I would love to see like Grid Battle Force like in danger, like taking over, or some sense of danger in the whole thing.
Well, now that we have the Ray, they can literally build an army,
They could.
and they can just rush it.
They could literally build an army.
Because they set up that vault just to be taken, and maybe we're gonna get that scene like in the Japanese footage where you see hands going for tools, and it's them grabbing their tool, like their warfare, the swords, and then you see them on the battlefield.
Yeah, it's gonna be honestly, it's just gonna be a beautiful episode to watch visually. I don't have very high expectations for like a solid story, but
I think the story's been set up. I think we're just gonna get a tidbit of why exactly they show up, and it's
Yeah.
just gonna be mostly battle the entire episode.
with how nitpicky Austin St. John is on like when he'd come back to reprise this role in the season, I highly doubt that it's gonna be like a super terrible episode, because I think that he's gonna expect more if he's gonna fly out or whatever. But I still think it's not gonna be a perfect episode. It's gonna be a solid
I think it's
episode.
gonna be very minimal
Yeah,
with everything it does.
it's gonna be a solid episode. Who knows? We might even see Austin St. John after this, or see even the Dino Charge Rangers like further on into the
Well, I
series.
think this is also set up for the finale, ain't it?
Yeah.
Because we have Gavin now, well, Chaku,
Hmm.
and like, isn't there like a later listing of an episode, an old like ally appears from nowhere to help with the final battle or something like that?
Oh yes, it could be. Because even in this episode, hold on, let's look at a little message. Even in this episode, he says, "Hey, what can I? Is there anything I can do?" Like, and there's a weird pause. Like, I thought he was gonna like tease something. Like, there's this weird pause, and I was just like, "What's going on here? This is just weird." Like, I
I
don't
think
know.
it was just acting choices, just to show he's hesitating.
Yeah, like he's holding back. He has something that he could give to them, but he doesn't.
For all we know, he can come back with the red Gavin. I think Schreider.
Ooh, maybe.
Because I know there was a lot of crossover during these years. This is when the Gavin show was coming back, I
Mhm.
think, with the new Gavin, which I think that's why the whole big Beast Morpher crossover was for.
I think, like Joe was saying when he spoke to Chip, that Chip has always been trying to do Go Busters for the longest time. Maybe because there's so much fun crossovers that they had in the series, that it would have just translated really well to the American audience. And I think that we're gonna see that. We're gonna see that a lot in this season, and I'm excited. Like when we were having conversations with the actual Beast Morpher Rangers, they were saying, yeah, we would get the scripts the day of, and like most of the time in the second season we'd just be surprised, jaws on the floor, like whoa, that just happened, like shit's going down. So I don't.
Do you think that's going to stop at the crossover, or you think that's going to continue on? Like, there's a bunch of crossover surprises we don't see coming.
I think there's a bunch of surprises we're not going to see coming. Maybe not huge surprises like big reunions, but there's going to be a lot of cool callbacks to in nostalgia. Nostalgia is going to be.
I think the biggest surprise would be if they bring back Zordon.
Whoa. Like what?
Because there's a lot of Dino buildup, a lot of talk about the grid connects everyone. It goes through. They have these weapons they shouldn't have. They were talking to people from other dimensions. What if they do this just to bring back Zordon?
Yeah, because why would you even bother like writing that line into the script if it's just a throwaway? A lot of these things. Maybe like today or later, I'm gonna watch the episodes over again and try to find like these little maybe
hints.
Foreshadowing hints that they have in there. But yeah, Flash says, would love to see some teases to Dino Fury, even just the Resoldier sword stuck in a stone. That is a
I don't think we'll see any.
Yeah, that is a possibility, but because of when did they? I can't remember when they stopped filming, but they stopped filming at a certain time, and then they announced what season would be season 28.
That was a big gap, though.
Yeah,
that was a really big gap.
Yeah, first off, it was a really big gap. And then they didn't even have
it was almost a year, wasn't it? A whole year gap?
Yeah, and they didn't even have a title. So I don't think that they had that planned out.
And then Joe mentioned earlier that was like a last-minute decision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like it was between Dino Fury and another season?
I think it might have been Zoojer. But yeah, I highly doubt that it plays out like that.
I think if we see a tease of anything, it's just a mention of a new power going in the grid.
Yeah, probably at the end of the season, at the end of the Dino Cross episode, they'll have like a new trailer for Resoldier or the Dino Fury. As like remember next year we're getting Dino Fury. But honestly, I don't know. Okay, so plan this out. So
okay.
Power MorphCon was going to be September, correct?
September around, was it Labor Day?
Labor Day, the first week of September.
Yeah, I think it was that weekend. Yeah.
What if this was the plan? What if UK and US were going to be showing the series like this leading up to Power MorphCon or something, like just so that they have something to show at Power MorphCon? There has to be something that Hasbro had planned to show at Power MorphCon. Something.
I think it's just a highlighter reel of old footage mixed in with maybe some fake original footage. Remember like Dino Charge? They had the Dino Prisms, which was like just crystals glowing in a room that looked nothing like Energems.
I can't remember.
You don't remember that, do you?
Yeah, you're gonna have to,
the
you're
big
gonna have to send it
promo
to
for
me.
Dino Charge was like 5 big ass crystals glowing in a room. They call them the Dino Prisms, I think. And then when we got to the actual series, it was like these little crystals, Energems, which was the same general thought process.
You guys, I think it's easier to make these little Jolly Ranchers. They're just easier to recreate. Yeah, I mean, things can change so quickly. Yeah,
because what? That came out then in February. You got Energems. That's such a big change in the span of a couple months, right when they started filming.
Yeah, I'm not going to be surprised with anything that they're going to do for Dino Fury. I would love for it to be somehow connected, but I think that's giving them a little too much credit. Flash says...
I think you can only look to connections after the fact.
Yeah.
I think you can never look at lead on it. That's too much foresight to have.
Flash says, Jezzer, you think we'll explore more about the Morphin grid, since the episode is called Grid Connection? Maybe how it's a living force that shifts and has helped the Rangers through the seasons. Toku, you want to take that one? What do you think?
Well, this whole season's about the Morphin grid, literally liquefying it, them having schematics for morphers, having actual tech and Ranger things. I think it's going to be just word of mouth. Like, oh, we're all connected by the grid, and it
Yeah.
flows through us, and that's pretty much it. I don't think we're gonna get anything deeper than that.
I think Flash is hoping to get like a kind of like Speed Force from the Flash type, kind of like living.
Speed Force, midichlorians.
Yeah, living organism thing. I don't think that they're gonna go with it. I think they're just. I think when they say
Unless
grid,
they bring back Zordon. Unless
Yes.
they bring back Zordon.
I think when they say grid connection, I think it's like the morphing grid bringing the two different Earths together, because Dino charges on a different timeline or whatever, and say or Beast Morphers supposedly is on the same timeline. From
what they're looking like, and Dino Charge is coming to us, I think Beast Morphers is in the main world.
Beast Morphers is in the main world, and RPM
I think so.
isn't.
No. Because so far we've seen there's only 4 worlds. The Antiverse, the main world, RPM, and Dino Charge.
Okay, so
in the comics.
How is Dr. K communicating with Devin?
Interdimensional Skype.
Ooh, interdimensional Skype. So yeah,
Remember, because they made a whole big deal. Like he sent messages to another dimension, waiting for her to get a call, trying to get back.
Yeah. We got a message from a Dr. K. That's it makes it super super interesting. Flash says, I'm a big Flash fan, and the Speed Force is so much like the morphing grid. Yes, in the comics it's a lot like the morphing grid in the comics, where you can siphon from it. I know that was the whole story for the Solar Rangers and stuff. If you're a huge fan of the CW verse and all that, and you love Power Rangers, I think the thing that we can both steer you towards is Unworthy, which pulls a lot from the CW verse, like a lot from the CW verse, from Terminator. There's just so much that it pulls from.
The Arbiter itself is Savitar almost.
The Arbiter. Well, didn't he say he's like
He's
Zoom?
a lot like Savitar.
Didn't he say he's like Zoom though?
He's like Zoom, Savitar. Like the suit itself envelops Savitar. It embodies Zoom, the way he's intimidating.
Jaden Grove says, do you think, like any other RPM, will come back? I think that we will get.
If we get anyone, it's going to be Dylan. Just because they may. I don't know if they're going to do Dylan specific, because they said Black Ranger. They never said Dylan himself.
So what is
They
it?
made sure not to say his name.
So what are you trying to say?
I think if we get anything, maybe just an image of Dylan,
Maybe.
and maybe Dr. K in person with the captain.
Yeah,
Colonel.
definitely Dr. K and the Captain, for sure. Dr. K and the Captain. And then it'd be cool.
For all we know, she could be in the crossover.
For all we know, yeah. Could be.
She
in the
could be like
crossover.
she just brings everyone, but Brennan and them never had a scene together.
Yeah. It's gonna be just super interesting to see how they mingle, and how they like mash the story up that they got from the Super Sentai, because I mean the Super Sentai kind of like spoon feeds it to them if they're willing to take chances on some of the characters. You know what I mean? Like if they're willing to take a lot of chances with the characters, I think it'll be easy for them to adapt. And you know what? If for the future for Hasbro, I would love for them to keep doing this with Power Ranger, with Super Sentai movies. I would love for them to just keep trying to adapt.
Just have a big crossover and build up until that in mid-season.
Yeah, just not just adapt the series, but adapt like the movies that they got, because there's a ton of great movies.
Well, you can expect less of that though.
Why you say
As
that?
we get to each newer Sentai, the crossover movies are getting less and less frequent.
Yeah. I mean,
So, I think the last big crossover, was Q Ranger versus Zyuohger, I think?
yeah.
Versus, fuck. There's so many goddamn teams in that one movie.
Blackwing says, speaking of, I may watch the team up tonight before the episode airs. Really? Cool. Flash, I would love to see villain in Power Rangers like DeVoe from The Flash, always thinking ahead and smartest man alive. What about you? Haven't we had a character like that yet?
Dino Thunder.
Oh yeah, Dino Thunder.
Wouldn't Mesogog technically be like that?
Mesogog would be like that.
Because he treated them like dumb children. And he's always acting like an adult around
And he's always ahead of the game, and his other workers that he created into monsters. Yeah, he's very manipulative, very manipulative. The A game says Thomas Franco Dr. K was only in episode 9 so far. People speculate 219 is more with RPM stuff.
Um, I don't have a list in front of me. When we had the cast over, Joe kept asking them what was their favorite episode in the second season, and the one that they all said was 18.
18.
Yes.
Let me look up the episode list because 18 sounds very specific.
Yeah, they kept like a few of them said 18, and even in some
Mhm.
of their live streams they said 18. So 18, but who knows? Maybe their 18 is different than our 18.
Oh yeah, the airing. But we already got one episode ahead of scheduling, right? The Pan Global Games was supposed to be towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Why did they do that? I don't remember why they did that. Are we
A
going
lot
to
of these
see?
shows have weird airing schedules.
Are we going to see a Zord battle in the team up? I think so. I think we're just going to see the T-Rexes.
I wonder if they would cut that completely just to keep it more Ranger focused.
Maybe. You don't think because in the series it was a I'm gonna say Brennan. It was Brennan and his dinosaur. It was like a big story between them because the Super Sentai counterpart was more of a dino charge.
Yeah, in the Japanese one, it was Dino Charge versus Beast Morphers.
Mhm.
But because all the Dino stuff, the Beast Morphers is mostly like Dino Thunder versus Mighty Morphin,
Yeah,
including the Beast Morphers.
yeah. It's so it's gonna be weird how they're gonna do it, and we're just gonna have listen. It's gonna be more Dino Charge than Beast Morphers in the crossover, and we're just gonna have to accept it. I think we're just gonna be like, okay, we don't get to see the Beast Morphers too much, but whatever floats their boat.
They have a whole show to themselves. We don't need to see them as much.
Yeah.
We just need to see them seeing their predecessors taking over, how they do things, and passing the baton.
Yeah, it's gonna be great to see Brennan and Davi and Yoshi and what's the Black Ranger's name?
Um,
Why am I blanking? Jeff?
the fact that you did that to me, I forgot the name. That's not Jeff. It's not even close to Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
What's his name?
Davies. James.
James. Dave. No, that's his actor. Yeah, James.
James. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun to see their characters and how they it's like a fish out of water story. It's gonna be great. I'm super excited. I'm super excited even for tomorrow's episode. We'll see where how they continue on and how they build up to the episode. The episode.
For all we know, that's the scene the Dino Charge Rangers come back in the last minute and straight into the crossover.
Oh yeah, the last minute they fall out of the portal. Like, what are we doing here? Who knows? Maybe we get to see Keeper. I know in
Oh wait, isn't there an episode called Finders Keepers?
yes, there is the next one.
Isn't that next episode?
Tomorrow's episode is called Finders Keepers. But the thing
I bet we see Keeper.
is, Scrazzle said Finders Keepers at the end of this episode when he picked up the little ray gun thing.
Reanimator.
He goes, "Oh, Finders Keepers." So what I'm guessing is that the next episode they break into the vault. I think they break into the vault, and stuff is stolen and things.
I think it's just a double thing on the name. I think it's supposed to imply we steal your crap, and then Keeper and the Dino Charge Rangers show up.
Maybe.
Because I bet they're gonna save Austin St. John until the last minute.
The very last minute, that scene from.
I think that's what that scene with him and Devin is, him showing up at the last minute.
Yep, they're gonna get him in at the last clip because I think leading up to Dimensions in Danger, we got Yoshi, Gemma, and wait, did we get them?
Jason.
Was that in this episode? No, it wasn't in the episode. It was in yeah, we did get that. So that'd be pretty cool. I think you're right. I think very end of the episode, whenever it's gonna end on a dark note, that the Rangers lose. It's gonna end on a dark note that the Rangers lose, and
Probably
then
end with Goldar and Snide fully realized back.
yeah.
Oh wait, how's Goldar's voice gonna be?
Ooh, did they reach?
Did they
out?
ever get Did they get the actor back, or did they recast?
No, I'm gonna tell you. I actually sent in my voice for them. Yeah, I did. You remember my toy review? I did send in my voice. That was why there's the 1 week there where I was just really raspy, couldn't talk. That was why. No, I'm fucking kidding. I couldn't do that shit. Fucking props to Golar's voice actor, because that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of freaking work. Flash, what do you guys think about Dino Fury? You guys think it will grow and do what they were trying to do the second half of Beast Morphers? What do you think?
I think we have no idea what it's going to be until the last minute, just because it's the first fully controlled Hasbro season.
Yeah, and the fact that it is just going to be one season worries me a little bit.
Wait, one season? Oh, they didn't renew the contract.
They did not renew the contract.
You think we're going to get 20 episode seasons of Rangers from now on?
I think so. I think.
Because unless they get a new home,
Okay,
we only have one season.
Yeah,
Oof.
and you know what? They renewed. I think they renewed their contract like a certain amount. Like we're already in like by the end of this year, we're gonna be going into that next season. So, or what did they come back? February? Oh no, is it February?
Well, depending if they let them film.
Yeah. So if they didn't iron out a contract by now, what's going on? What's going on? What are they doing? Like, where are they going?
I think if they keep it small, maybe that's the new direction to take Power Rangers in. Because a lot of TV shows are going for those shorter, quicker seasons.
I don't think it's gonna do like 10 episodes. I don't think they're doing a 10 episode thing.
Oh, no, not 10 episodes.
No.
I think minimum 20.
Yeah.
20 to 30.
Dude, because like Avatar, they had like 20 episodes and it was solid. It's a solid like storyline. If it all continues straight, no freaking clip shows, no one-offs, no like random episodes. It all has to be connected.
Well, they only had one episode of filler, and that was the Great Divide. No, it was the stupid episode with the two clans going across the cavern. It was the one filler episode they ever had in Avatar.
That was the one episode. Everything else was solid.
They made fun of it even in the Fire Emblem Players, the stupid recap episode.
Hey, random off topic. What if? Have you seen the M. Night Shyamalan movie?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Listen, this is how you redeem it, okay? This is how you redeem it.
No, I know, you heard the TikTok. It's not the Fire Emblem Players.
It's the Fire Emblem Players. And when the Netflix live action series shows up, it's going to be the live action cast watching this movie. And then they're going to be like, wow, we're nothing like this. And then, no, I'd fucking love it. I would love it. Like, oh my God.
That's so much disrespect on that name.
On M. Night Shyamalan? Well, you know what? M. Night Shyamalan disrespected that whole series. So, I mean, what goes around comes around, right?
You know, not even the actors themselves talk about it. Dante Bosco avoids talking about it.
I wouldn't either. Well, you know why? Because I think because, you know, Hollywood always, everything comes full circle. So if you were ever to, you know, have to work with M. Night Shyamalan, you don't want to have to, like, M. Night Shyamalan bring up, like, some tweets or some videos like, hey, you're working with me? Did you say this about did you call Avatar a shitty movie? But, yeah, we don't talk about that movie, even though, well, I'm talking about it only because it's, like, brand new to me because I slept on it.
You're new to this whole world.
Yeah, to this whole world. I fucking love it. And, like, for me, in regards to Power Rangers, I think that's the direction that Nickelodeon needs to go with their series, with the series, because it's possible, right? It's possible.
Wait, do they get any say with how the series is done? Just the airing rights?
I think they just got the airing rights. But now
I think it all depends on what E1 Entertainment.
Yeah, and now the new head of E1 is a former HBO boss, so maybe he's gonna have some say on like how the quality of the show goes forward. But you know, coming to the realization that they have not renewed their contract, so everything's in limbo right now, right? Like until they sign something, and that's crazy. Well, I guess they have a whole season to renew it, but
yeah, true. But
yeah,
that only means what? 3 to 4 months of filming the whole season, and then what? Maybe a year of airing it, if that.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless you're not gonna have the whole cast come there and then fly back out and stay in limbo just to bring them back in some indefinite time.
No, for sure. I know for sure. Dino Fury is a one-off, and then they're gonna go into the next one they're gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna be Kira Major. I don't. Oh my God, if it's Kira Major, it's gonna be weird as fuck. Weird.
If they do Cure Major, those toys better glow. Japan failed me on that shit.
Yeah, they better glow, and they better like just go full on with it, you know. Abraham Realtor says, how would the Power Rangers do on HBO? At the current state that the Power Rangers is in, yeah, at the current state of how they're doing Power Rangers right now, the quality of Power Rangers, HBO would not even entertain the idea of letting them be on their
they
channel.
pass on that so easy.
And this is a channel that has Elmo have his own late night talk show. So I mean the bar's been set really low, and if you're not gonna accept superheroes and tights, then no, it's not. But I mean that's
I think it's only Netflix because now they have Pokemon and they're literally the new Pokemon Journeys anime.
Mhm.
They're putting a Netflix original series on the title.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, they're putting Netflix original series on Pokemon. So I
Yeah.
think if Power Rangers moves to Netflix, it's gonna be a Netflix original series.
It's gonna be. I think Netflix is the most reasonable thing, especially since Netflix and Nickelodeon are working so close together, and Netflix is dishing out a whole bunch of money on this Avatar series that they're gonna be doing. Yeah, I think Netflix is gonna try to compete with HBO and with Hulu and Prime and all that. So, if Power Rangers and them are smart, that's where they're gonna go. Where do they?
And the shorter seasons make sense on there. 20 episodes minimum, 30.
Yeah.
Pop some money towards it, send another one out.
Maybe even 13 episodes and get solid
That's
writing.
too short.
You
Then
think
you're getting to like Korean style Power Rangers.
I'm fine with it as long as it's good. And maybe instead of 20 minutes, it'll be like 40 minutes. Who knows?
If you want to get in the cinematic Power Ranger seasons,
Hell
8 episodes,
yeah,
40 minutes
that'd
long.
be dope as shit. Hell yeah. Where do
Power
they?
Rangers go on one mission in that kind of series and then they're done.
Yeah. Or they do kind of like a Dragon Ball thing where like one little arc is like 10 episodes, where it's just like the Red Ranger
Season
versus.
1, they get the suit. Season 2, they get the sword. Season
Yeah.
3, they win.
Yep. Where do they show the animated Transformers shows?
I think it's Netflix too.
You think so?
No, I think it's YouTube and a combination with Netflix. I'm not sure.
See?
I haven't kept up on Transformers.
Yeah. See, Netflix definitely has the opportunity to come up by getting some new IPs or getting some existing IPs floating around. I know that it's not coming back to YouTube. Cobra Kai, not coming back to YouTube.
Neither is Step Up High Water. They dropped them.
Because YouTube's going a different direction. So just those two shows alone, it's a free for all. Whoever wants to take a chance on it. So
You know what's funny though?
Hmm.
I heard about this without thinking twice about it. Because I was you remember what was it? LA Comic Con back in October
Yeah.
of last year.
Yeah.
I remember.
Did we
I was
go
there.
together?
I was with one. I went with my girlfriend, and as I was there, I stopped with one of the actors for Step Up High Water, one of the more lead actors for the series. And he talked to me saying like YouTube dropped the series, that they're looking for a new home. I should have realized that meant all the series.
Wow. Come on. Why are you sleeping on that shit, bro?
I didn't think all I cared was Step Up. Like if it wasn't Step Up, I didn't care about the shows.
Nah.
I didn't realize at the time too, because he even told me like straight up, because I was like showing how much of a fan I was of the show, all the dancing. They're like,
Yeah.
they're looking for a new home. That YouTube isn't going in that direction anymore. I didn't realize it. That was almost a year ago.
Yeah, dude.
Damn it.
I was talking to the cast of Cobra Kai last Comic-Con, not this. Yeah, last Comic-Con, and they're saying, and they're going big. They're gonna go back to Okinawa, and they're going big to Japan and stuff. So like, what the fuck's going on? What's going on? So I mean, if Power Rangers wants to leave Nickelodeon, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's Netflix or bust.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow's episode. You gonna join tomorrow's episode?
Maybe we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, if you guys, so this was your little mini wrap up, little taste, get you excited for the Dino reaction on Saturday. Like we said, we're gonna be having Morphin Network. We're gonna have hopefully Ranger Liz, Toku Chris, Toku Kid's gonna be here. Airlim all the way from London. He's gonna be waking up pretty early just to react with us. Yeah, and I think tomorrow's episode is gonna be fun, and then the Dino crossover, dude. Wednesday, what is it?
It's
Wednesday.
gonna be nothing but that.
Wednesday afternoon is at least in the Ranger community, it's going to be bananas. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm so excited. I'll give you the episode around like 4 o'clock. You'll get it. And you're gonna like lose your shit. I bet. We're just gonna be like, oh yeah, we got it right. So yeah, Saturday. All those people coming in, possibly possibly, I want to say maybe 60 to 70% chance we get someone from the Beast Morphers cast. Put in the chat who you guys think it is. Thank you guys all for joining. We ran a little late. Tomorrow we're gonna try to keep it to 30 minutes. We're gonna really do the mini wrap ups. So if you guys check us out tomorrow, same time, 6 o'clock, and then Saturday we're gonna have everybody in on like a pretty fun conference call. Yeah. Oh wait, flash. You guys are gonna be here tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. We're going to be here tomorrow. Maybe not Toku Kid, but definitely me and Joe. And maybe Toku Kid, talking about the next episode, which is going to be called Finders Keepers. We'll see if Toku's prediction for that episode is correct, and then I'll give him $1 if he's right or whatever.
Now let's multiply by every ranger that appears.
Okay, all right. And yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully you guys can come by. And Saturday, let everybody know we're gonna be doing a whole ranger community thing. If there's any other big people in the ranger community you think should join in on the call, let them know. Hit up the Illuminerdi, and we'll be glad to send them a password to our stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Toku, thank you so much for coming in, talking Power Rangers, and not letting us know earlier about YouTube's exclusive shows being released by YouTube. Fuck you for that, man.
I was too obsessed with Step Up High Water. If it's dancing, nothing else matters.
Hey, show what you got in your hand there, bro.
Oh, I make props now. Specifically, Wild Force crystals. See if I can get that in focus.
How many crystals are you able to make? Like
currently 2 at a time, and that takes up literally 5 hours.
Wow, resin's hard.
Because it's just watching the resin harden, time it, make sure no air bubbles. It's a tedious process.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Like you had the Wild Force like little dagger, and you wanted more balls. Yeah.
Why'd you gotta say it like that, man?
What do you call them? What do you call them? Globes?
The Wild Force crystals?
Crystals, okay. All right.
They're just straight up... Okay, let's just leave it here.
Okay, Power Ranger balls for Toku Kid. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope to see you there. And then let everybody know about Saturday. It's going to be fun. And we out. Remember, we're always watching.
Besides, like Mighty Morphin or somebody.
I really liked the Dino Charge. Yeah, that's the one with Coda, right?
Yeah.
I really like him. I was like, I want to be a caveman, fight and be a good person.
Yoshi's a good guy.
Yeah.
And what about you? Because I heard that Jackie said she liked RPM. I guess.
Oh, RPM was really. Oh, that was actually.
That was my
that's really
favorite
good too.
as well.
Yeah.
RPM, and I
Yeah.
watched Dino Charge and Ninja Steel.